Hey guys, Sunny here. So I'm looking at natural gas this morning, and as I said in my previous videos, uh, because natural gas prices are higher, and we have a large stockpile, and also the weather is not going to be that cold, that the prices for natural gas were very high, and sure enough, it came down yesterday considerably, and this morning it's been continuing to go down. I closed my trade yesterday because I thought there might be a rebound effect, but this morning it just kept going down. I have not bought any more gold because, according to the charts, you know, natural gas is like in oversold area, so it could like turn back around and run. I think we are looking at the natural gas report today at 10:30. Uh, so it's possible that a lot of people are just waiting for the report to come out before they buy natural gas. um, but I trade based off of the charts. Yesterday it showed that natural gas was in overbought area, so I just sold out all my positions. I could have kept some, but I was not sure if it was gonna continue to go down or not. And like you do trades based on analysis, not by what you hope. So I don't regret that I sold my position yesterday. I can always come back today and tomorrow and make more money. But if it were to go up and I were to lose money on gold, I could never make that money back. So let's see how today goes. You can see my trades here. Yesterday my last trade was at 43.20. I've been selling throughout the day because as I thought it was an oversold area, I sold my gold positions. Well, let's see what's going to happen today. Let's switch to 20-day 1 minute chart. So 20-day 1 hour chart. You can see, it's extremely overbought. Extremely oversold. So you could buy boil here, but nobody knows for sure if it's gonna go back up or continue to fall down. So I'm just gonna wait and see how the market reacts to the natural gas report. And same thing with gold. It sure could go down, but it could turn around because it's hard in the oversold area. So that's the reason I'm not buying gold. I'm just watching the market right now, how it reacts to the natural gas report, and then I'll make my decision which way to go. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. On the 5-minute chart, you can see the MACD is very low, RSI is very low, and MACD is like trying to turn around. So let's see if it crosses over. If it crosses over, then we have like some chance of natural gas going up. It's a 20-minute chart also. Again, the reason why yesterday I was thinking it will turn around and go back up. So yesterday towards the end of the day, you can see at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. was like the lowest, and at 4 p.m. a little bit before 4 p.m. it started to go back up. And it was already in the oversold territory at the time. So my prediction was that it will rise and come back to at least this middle EMA line and then bounce back. But it looks like it went sideways, and when the EMA line caught up with it, it fell down further, and that's been going on like pretty much whole day today, whole morning today. Looks like it started to consolidate, meaning the prices are like going sideways now instead of continuing to fall down. As you can see, it made even a little bit higher than previous low. So let's see if it's gonna go up or down. There's like a half a percentage point move. The moves are pretty big, and the chart scales it down. So that's why it looks very tiny, but it's actually a large move. Previously, I was looking at natural gas futures for January 21, but I'm looking the usual natural gas futures, which is just /NG. Each month it switches over to the forward month futures. So we are in December, but we are already tracking January's future. It usually happens like middle of the previous month. So even though Think or Swim may switch it around 21st, 25th, within these 2 dates, the actual natural gas prices already start tracking like in the middle of month, around 14th, 15th, 16th, for the month ahead of the next month. So if you were in like middle of October, it will already start tracking futures for January. So I've been trading NGF21 since about November 16 or something. It starts tracking about a month and a half in advance, and it makes sense, because for now we are trading futures for the month of January. Right, so if you look at just /NG, which is the actual price is month over month, it's at a support level. So it's winter, the prices are at 2.55, 2.5, 2.55. Ideally, the normal price of gas should be, in my opinion, 2.3, 2.3 to 2.5. So it's at the upper range right now. So given it fell considerably yesterday, it's quite possible that there might be some rebound effect on prices. So if you want to look at the EIA report for natural gas, just Google EIA report natural gas, and you'll get the first link in the URL. In the results will be the URL for the natural gas report. As of now, it looks like they haven't released the report, so it's just a page that shows their counting. So in about 20 minutes there will be a natural gas report. I have a pretty good feeling that after the report, natural gas prices will go up because the price is like already down considerably from yesterday. So we'll see what happens, but most likely it will go up. I'll buy some as it goes up, and I don't know how much it's gonna go up, but yeah, it's going to be a very interesting day today. I did expect natural gas prices to fall down, but I didn't expect them to fall down this much this quick. I've been expecting it to fall down since last week, but last week it was just going sideways. Another reason why I think it will come back up a little bit is because it fell down further than the previous low, as you can see here. So, I mean, the natural gas prices are high already, and it should continue to fall down. But since it has fallen down so quick, so soon, like for example here, right, the prices yesterday morning was yesterday morning at 8 a.m. was 2.932. That is like extremely high, and that's the reason it fell down. But it fell down very quick. It's like more than 40 cents within like 24-25 hours. So let's see, just gonna draw a trend line here. So we have sort of a reference on our 1 minute chart. Okay, yes, as you can see, it fell down and then came back up to this area. We also have this green SMA line, but we also have this trend line that I just drew, and bounced down from there 8:30 this morning. Yeah, so it makes sense. Yeah, like in 5 minute chart it's the lowest, so I just don't have a reference. Let's say 15-minute chart, it's the lowest. I don't have a reference from prior lowest point. The only time I can have a reference is on a 20-day chart, 20-day 1 hour chart, and this is my reference line basically. Alright, process seems to continue to go down. It's certainly more risky now to trade KOLD, because now the process seems to be going sideways. It just started going sideways, and we have a report in 14 minutes. So yeah, it doesn't hurt to wait a little bit. Alright guys, I'm just gonna go get me some coffee. So yeah, I need to be ready for the natural gas report. See you in a minute. Okay, so yeah, looks like it's turning back around. Yeah, it's on 1 minute chart it's already above the EMA line, but on 5 minute chart not quite yet. So yeah, but on the 5 minute chart it's already looks like turning around, because MACD lines have already crossed over. Yeah, I mean, yeah, looks like it's crossed over. So now on 1 minute chart, we have to see if it's gonna bounce back from this EMA line. Natural gas report in like 8 minutes. Alright, looks like it bounced from this EMA line. Now on 5 minute chart, it still has to go above the EMA line, which is this alert here. Alright, so on 5-minute chart it's about at the EMA line. Let's see if it crosses over or it will bounce down. I do have like other screen where I see 5-minute chart and 1-hour chart, and these two I convert into 15 and 4-hour charts as I need. So let's see, if there's a reaction for the natural gas report and the prices go up, I might buy some. So let's say 100 stocks. Now I don't know how much higher it's gonna go, but this green SMA line is like a pretty good conservative estimate. It's possible that it will come to the middle VWAP, but from previous experience, like from this morning, if you can see, like since 11:33 p.m. last night, it's been keeping below this SMA line like throughout this morning, and like hour before the market opened. So yeah, that would be like a pretty good conservative estimate. If the prices are in favor of natural gas, that it will definitely come up to this point, which is still about 2.19%. Yesterday's moves were very big, so that's why today's chart is scaled down. So you might see tiny moves on the chart, but actually larger moves. Looks like it's on 1-minute chart. It looks like it's bouncing back above from the EMA line. So hopefully the prices will recover some, because then I can buy some more KOLD stocks. The prices for KOLD is like relatively high. If you look at the KOLD chart, it like shot up since yesterday about 26%. That's like a pretty big move. I sold my stocks here yesterday, so I captured yesterday I only captured 10%. I had no idea if it was gonna continue to go up today, and today it went up like 14% compared to yesterday. But we need to be safe traders. It could have bounced down, could have come back 10%. We don't know. And back to natural gas future for January 2021. Oh. Fell down and it's bouncing back up. Yeah, on the 5-minute chart, it got rejected by the EMA line, but look, it's still going up. Yeah, if you look at KOLD, let's see how much that move was. It didn't even get a chance to move that much. So 50.121 and then 49.87. Oh, it went down even more. Yeah, that was a big move. Like over 40 cents. Within a minute. Alright, so the natural gas report didn't affect that much, we have a net change of -1, so which is very bearish actually. There was not much draw from the stockpiles, and it was a bearish move. So after the report it came down a little bit, but the prices were already so low. It's continuing to go back up. Yeah, it looks very small, but it's actually a large move. Yeah, as I thought, people were just waiting for natural gas report to be released, and now they know that what the situation is. They can make proper decision. It looks like most people are buying because natural gas prices came down considerably yesterday. Set an alert here. Actually, I don't even need this trend line because we have our EMA line, and we clearly see that it's been like bouncing down from EMA line from all this morning, and this EMA line is pretty much straight down. On a 1 minute chart it's overbought, so it might come down and bounce up. On 4 minute chart it's not overbought yet. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the prices cross over this middle VWAP and continue to climb over up to the upper VWAP. I just it would be like a healthy move. It would indicate that the market is still sane. And let's draw a trend line around this area. 2.736. It's the area where it's been bouncing back from yesterday night, so that could be a good resistance point. Alright, let's see if it bounces back from the middle V, the EMA line. I wonder if you guys can hear the sound noise, sorry, the fan noise, because I'm doing Think and Swim. I have browser open, I have iPhone screen sharing open, and I have the live stream software open. So it's causing the laptop to run hot, I would say. Yeah, the CPU usage is high, so that's why the fan kicked in. And it's a pretty recent laptop, it has i7 8th generation processor, and I have 32 GB RAM. I upgraded the RAM just so that I could run multiple softwares. Alright, let's see if it bounces from this email line. Yeah, even though the report was bearish, natural gas price continues to rise because it was already so low to start with. So eventually, the direction depends on the relative price. If the price is already so low, doesn't matter if the report is bullish or bearish. It does affect some move, but overall direction is what the overall direction originally was. So we saw that even before the report, it started to turn around, because the prices were low, and the report caused this fluctuation in the price, but the general trend was still the same. And of course, I didn't know whether if the price would continue to fall down after the report or go up. So that's why I didn't take any positions. And I need a pretty good indication that the trend has reversed, like from natural gas going down to now natural gas going up. I still don't have that confirmation, How, the confirmation would be like, if it comes above this middle wave up here or above this green SMA line, and then go up and then come back and bounce back from these two lines. That would be a pretty good confirmation for me to invest in BOIL, BOIL. Sometimes trend lines are tricky, so let's see. Let's see. Even though the price came down from this metal, from this EMA line, but the main body was still above. So I wouldn't count this as some sort of indicator that the prices will come down or go up. Uh, we still have the body above the EMA line, so so I would think the trend is still up. Yeah, looks like it's bouncing above from EMA line, which is good. It gives us opportunity to buy KOLD at lower price. And if I see the trend is, if I have a confirmation that the prices are turning around, I can invest in oil. Alright, yeah, the trend is definitely up now because we have a confirmation of the prices bouncing back above from the EMA line. I'll just put an alert here. Let's see if it goes above the previous high. That will be like even better confirmation that prices are on their way up. Yeah, looks like everybody's cautious, the prices aren't moving much. People aren't buying natural gas futures. Alright, we have another bounce from the EMA line, so that's pretty good confirmation. But this here is still sort of a resistance to prices. We have to see if it crosses over and then makes higher high than the previous high. So it doesn't hurt to wait a little bit. If you look at the ball prices, they are pretty low. I mean, if it goes up a little bit and we have confirmation, then with good confidence we can buy ball. I'm looking at the MACD and the RSI. So neither in 1 minute chart or 5 minute chart they're indicating that they're in the overbought area. So I'm still pretty confident the prices will continue to go up. Alright, it's at the previous resistance level. So let's see if it breaks that resistance and then goes up or not. Looks like it's bouncing down. But let's see, it's like so far it's been bouncing back from the EMA line, so even if it comes down, it will come down to the EMA line and bounce up. So then we still know that the trend is up. Let's see if I can draw a trend line here. I usually don't like the diagonal trend lines, but sometimes I use it. Yeah, for diagonal trend line, it's just hard to get the angle right. I mean, this is like for only a small price move. What about the prices across the days? I definitely want to use this on a multi-day chart. For 1 day, 1 minute, it might be useful. But yeah, I want to use it on a 5-day chart or a 20-day chart. No, it looks like price is like turning around. It came down this EMA line and then went back up, and it's now bouncing down. So let's see, on 5-minute chart it's still above the EMA line, so it's not yet in the overbought area, but like previously it's never been to the overbought area. But the RSI and MACDs, they're like still quite low, so that's the reason I'm not buying KOLD yet. And I don't know if the prices are continuing to go up or not for sure. That's why I'm not buying BOIL either. For BOIL I need some sort of confirmation. The prices have gone on so much, so now I'm waiting for it to go above this SMA line, 180-day SMA line. The trend is still up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling like taking a day off from trading today because natural gas prices have fell down so much. I don't know, if it's gonna continue to go down or turn back around. We might need some time to for the dust to settle and see things more clearly. Yeah. Yeah, the trend is, I would say still up because the prices are still above the EMA line, right around that area. I sort of see a support level here, but I don't have enough reference from previous prices. Let me just put it on root here instead of drawing a trend line. Yeah, the overall direction is still not so clear. 180-day chart, the prices are oversold. 20-minute, 1 hour chart, the prices are oversold. I wouldn't be surprised if prices turn around a bit from here. Alright guys, it's 11 a.m. I'm gonna end the live stream and I'll update you in the evening about my trades, if I did any trades. Let's see how the day turns out. Yeah, the morning was pretty interesting, that's for sure. Alright, take care guys, bye.